Imagine walking into the architecture office of a legendary minimalist icon, where the boundaries between art, design, and architecture blur. This month, the small Texas town of Marfa will witness a landmark reopening. The restoration of Donald Judd's architecture office, a testament to his enduring legacy. While Judd is renowned for his contributions to the minimalist movement as a sculptor and furniture designer, his foray into architecture is less commonly known. However, his practice extended far beyond these realms, leaving an indelible mark on the town of Marfa, which he transformed into an art destination in the 1970s. But here's where it gets fascinating. Judd's architectural endeavors were not limited to creating large-scale art spaces. He also undertook ambitious historic preservation projects, including the restoration of his office in the heart of town. The office, housed in a two-story brick structure built in the early 20th century, was overhauled by Judd and his team after its acquisition in 1990. And this is the part most people miss. The recent restoration of the office, which followed a 7-year effort that began in 2018, was driven by Judd's own principles of respecting original materials and thoughtful adaptation to context. The renovation, led by Texas-based studio Sham Architects and the Judd Foundation, has integrated passive cooling strategies, a rooftop solar array, and sustainable insulation methods into the original structure, maintaining its historic spirit while celebrating its cultural significance. As visitors explore the office, now transformed into gallery spaces showcasing Judd's plywood and metal furniture, drawings, physical models, and archival material, they will experience the depth of his architectural practice in the very spaces where it came to life. Ahead of the office's reopening on September 20th, 2025, Design Boom spoke with Rainer Judd, president of the Judd Foundation and Donald's daughter, about the project's place within his legacy and its role in the ongoing story of Marfa. Rainer Judd describes the spirit of Marfa as a small-town history that is the core of its spirit, shaped by generations of individuals and families, including its days as a military outpost, a cattle town, and its economic ups and downs. For Judd, Marfa was a place to install his work, care for the land, and think, inadvertently creating an opportunity to contribute locally without going against the nature of the place. Today, Marfa is considered an art destination, a transformation that was not present during Judd's lifetime. The Judd Foundation is now responsible for addressing the challenges this has created, considering Marfa in an everyday context as a small town with multiple individuals contributing to its next chapter. But what sparked controversy was Judd's stance on Marfa becoming an art town or an artist colony. He was against it. And this raises a thought-provoking question. Can a town maintain its authentic spirit while still embracing its transformation into an art destination? The intersection of Judd's creative disciplines, art, design, and architecture, is a fascinating topic. According to Rainer Judd, these disciplines intersected through their dealings with space, with Judd's writing emphasizing the need to preserve and install his work in appropriate spaces, leading to the repurposing of buildings and the envisioning of future ones. Judd understood that art did not have to concern itself with function in the same way architecture and design did. Yet he believed that architecture could be artistic or cultural. The restoration of the architecture office illustrates Judd's architectural and artistic vision, considering the historic and spatial context of buildings and understanding their original structure and function. When Judd bought the office, he sandblasted the facade to return the building to its original condition, respecting the town, style, and time in which it was built. The foundation's work in the restoration project was guided by the same principle, adapting the building to the desert climate while being energy efficient and considering the existing situation and broader history and community in Marfa. During the team's environmental condition studies, discoveries were made about the building's beautiful details, which were maintained and preserved or rebuilt after a fire in 2021. The challenges in bringing the building back to life included rebuilding the lattice of wood beams across the attic ceiling, and installing a system that reflects the technologies humans have used for thousands of years in desert climates. As we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, what does the reopening of Judd's architecture office mean for the town of Marfa? And how will it contribute to the ongoing story of this art destination? Will it spark a new wave of creative expression, or will it remain a testament to Judd's enduring legacy? The answer, much like Judd's own work, remains a thought-provoking enigma, inviting us to explore, discover, and discuss. So we pose the question to you. What are your thoughts on the reopening of Judd's architecture office, and how do you think it will impact the town of Marfa?